So here's a fun little Jum fact to add to your ever-growing collection. I love Dodgeball. Dodge, but there's supposed to be a dodgeball on the screen right now, I don't know. I loved playing it as a kid, and I love video games about it now, like the dodgeball minigame in Bully, the dodgeball minigame in Mario Sports Mix, and of course, who could forget the classic Pirates vs. Ninjas dodgeball. This is real, this is a real game, look, you can touch it and everything. So when I heard about Knockout City, a competitive multiplayer dodgeball game that looked like just my sort of thing, I was totally not interested, because it was announced during the worst fucking Nintendo Direct I've ever seen, but hey, the actual game is great. No, really, the core gameplay is literally everything I wanted from something like this. Engaging action, fast-paced matches, tons of interesting mechanics to play around with, and yes, you can be Sonic. And it's my favourite type of game to review, since I adore the genre, and most of the problems I have with the game are things that can be fixed with patches, meaning there's plenty of opportunities for time to make me look like a tit. But anyway, what's the game actually like? Well, it's like Dodgeball. You throw rubber spheres filled with condensed air at people who would rather you didn't until you create literally the most satisfying sound in the known universe. Oh yeah, that's good. The simple act of bonking someone with your balls is naturally incredibly satisfying on its own, but what really impressed me about Knockout City is all the fun ways they make it more complex. Yes, you can just throw the ball as is, but you can also charge the ball, lob the ball, spin the ball, pretend to throw the ball to fake them out, and then throw it for real, you stupid asshole. You can also catch, dash, bash, spin, twirl, ball, pass, rebound, throw a teammate, be thrown by a teammate, or be thrown by a teammate so hard that you turn into a big mega bomb ball that could wipe out Manhattan! Or you can just left click once. And that'll sometimes do the job just fine. See, I absolutely love this way of playing, where the gameplay can kind of be as deep as you want it to be. Yeah, you have all these fancy ways of baiting your opponent and hitting them in unexpected ways, but sometimes you can just walk at a guy menacingly and he'll just fucking and I think the game modes they have do a pretty good job of letting you make the most of these mechanics. Of course, there's the standard 3-on-3 first to 10 knockouts mode that kinda carries the game, but I like how they experiment with more out there ideas, like the one where you can only throw your teammates, or the one that's entirely special balls. Oh yeah, let's talk about the special balls! Yeah, on top of the regular red boys, there are also cage balls, multi-balls, sniper balls, bomb balls, and the one that's like... And I think they're all pretty fun. It's just, honestly, I kinda wish there were more, especially because this is an idea with so much potential. Like, you could have a ball that does loop-de-loops in the air, or a ball that pauses in the air and then goes really fast, or a ball that's actually a triangle. I am gonna need some royalties if you guys use that one though. And I have the same problem with the maps. I mean, I like them, and I think they all manage to offer enough opportunities for thoughtful strategic plays and hilarious fuck-ups, but right now there's only like 5 of them, which is okay, but still, for $20 I'd expect a few more. But hey, they've been doing a good job of adding new game modes and cosmetics since its release, so I'm sure we'll get more stuff eventually, and speaking of things that can be fixed in the future, wow, this matchmaking is busted. Seriously, whenever I played this in a group of 3, there would be like a 50% chance of us all loading into the same game. Usually it would put 2 of us together, but leave one guy on their own, like... Hello? I'm really thirsty. And I didn't even have to be in a group. Sometimes it just wouldn't let me into a game at all and leave me on the loading screen just listening to all the fun I wasn't having. One time the game thought it was incredibly important to remind me that my match was starting after I already got into the match. Another time the latency goblins got hold of me and I spent the entire match phasing in and out of reality. How? How did that even? And there are also a few weird annoyances that I think are intentional, like how you can load into a ranked game 2 seconds before you lose it, and instead of the game stats being on the end screen like in every other game ever, you instead have to open the menu and manually bring them up. And yes, I am just using this clip to show you how well I did in this match, go me. And yeah, like I said, that's all stuff that can be fixed with patches later on, but let's remember, that doesn't make these things exempt from criticism now. After all, the world of what could be and the world of what will be are 2 very different places, or in other words, EA never fixed their game client, so why would they fix this? Nah, but really, I do like Knockout City quite a bit. Yeah, it could use some more content, and yeah, it's got worse matchmaking than Christian Mingle, but the actual gameplay is top notch, and honestly, it just has so much stuff that appeals to me personally. I love its wacky, kinda PS2 vibe, and the 1950s Greece aesthetic, and how could you not like a game that allowed clan names like Lil Bitches, Bussy Poppers, and Big Nasty Feet? I think I need a fucking shower after saying that, though. The soundtrack is fucking great and manages to match the tone and energy of the game really well. The 5 to 10 minute matches feel like the perfect length. The ragdoll physics straight out of TF2 work so well for a game like this. Basically, Knockout City is everything I wanted from a multiplayer dodgeball game, and I really hope it sticks around for a while. I might be a bit biased on this one since there's so much about the game that's personally my taste, but for what it's worth, I really enjoy this game, and I think you would too. As long as you can look past whatever the fuck is going on right here.